Right. Hey, well, I'm not entirely sure if you can actually hear this audio properly. Apparently I've just had a few technical difficulties with my audio. I'm not entirely sure if there's something wrong with my phone, which it shouldn't be. Obviously, I'm still for a bit of a cold. But obviously today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my snake Rocky, which is obviously him now. Obviously, I don't really talk much about my snake. But obviously, with him getting quite big, he tends to be a bit of a shit ass. You're Rocky. At times can you get camera shy, and yes, he has bit me a few times. Obviously, he'd like to tend to walk about and, smell new things. Don't you, Rocky? Yeah. But obviously, he's done a few things to me though, occasionally. Which occasionally it's more like the biting side to it. Yeah, Rocky. Obviously, I have made him do a few tricks for me, which obviously something I don't really call a trick, but obviously, like what I'm doing now, obviously he's on my neck. Obviously that's the only way I can support him when I'm actually recording this video. Obviously. But yes, obviously he tends to, hang around, just sit there and chill out. Until also you're not lucky looking, then also he tends to basically move out somewhere. Say one time I was trying to do something, I don't know what I was doing. All of a sudden he actually got most of his body down the armchair. But thankfully I managed to get his ass out of that chair. But obviously, don't don't take, these sort of snakes as pets, because they're not. Obviously, pet shops class these as trophies. Why? I haven't got a clue, but to be honest, I won't call, my Rocky a trophy. Sure, he can be a twat at times, but he's alright fella. Basically, I have got told that, apparently from what the pet shop told me where I got him from, that he's a red-tailed boa. Whether that's true or not, I'm not entirely 100% sure. Even though I've tried to Google something that matches Rocky's skin colour to see if I can try and confirm that. And from what I can tell, that obviously it matches. And obviously Rocky supposedly is a male. Whether that's true or not, I don't exactly know. But that's him there, he just sits there. Oh, chill, don't you, Rocky? You're not camera shy, Rocky, are you? No? But yeah, I can basically do quite a lot of things with Rocky, which is something. Kids nowadays think that, oh yeah, I wear you on a snake, but you have to understand precisely what's it like actually having a pet snake, especially as a boa like him. Because I was obviously sure, he might look friendly, but like I already said to you, he has bit me occasionally a few times. I'm surprised he's not trying to bite me during this film. Obviously, what I normally say to people, I would speak to them because they don't know exactly what they're thinking. And there he goes. Just with his little black tongue. Hey, Rocky. And obviously what I'm quite surprised about myself, obviously, their pupil. I thought like snakes where the eyes were like properly fixed to that centre and do not move like that. Well, apparently what I found out after watching a few occasional times very closely is his eyes pupil does actually move. Where you can actually see it in this video, I'm not entirely sure. But hopefully, if it gets closer to the camera, I can try and show you exactly what I mean. Huh. You're not camera shy, Rocky, are you? Come on. Come on, Rocky. No. Hey, come around there, Rocky. Oh, here he comes. Just sitting there. Very, very chilled and relaxed sort of fella, aren't you? Obviously, I feed my Rocky every Monday and Friday, which is like once a week, on the large mice. There's been occasional times where he obviously has refused to eat his mice, but sometimes he strikes his mice with no problem. Obviously, I've had Rocky since a little baby, not from actual hatchling, but from, I wouldn't say hatchling, but maybe like somewhere between a hatchling and just an actual, young baby. And obviously, yeah, he has grown since when I first had him. But this is something I try not to do very often, especially like strokies in, because obviously, on occasional times I've seen instances where, people stroke these sort of snakes, and obviously the lost fingers or the lost family. I have seen occasional times where people have actually owned similar snakes to boas, but they're called the Burmese pythons and the car pythons and stuff like that. I mean, those snakes are absolutely humongous snakes. And for something like Rocky's size, obviously, yeah, if he wants to, he can like constrict me here. And this bit in this video, as you would watch me just suffocate by him. But honestly, he knows I'm not a threat to him, which obviously that's one good thing you shouldn't do towards any animal, show no threat to them. Especially if you show threat to them, mostly, yeah, they become quite aggressive at times. And there's another thing that people did mention to me is that black thing on his mouth. People think that as that's some sort of beard, which I'll say it's not. It's just basically part of his, his natural skin colour, aren't you, Rocky? Hey. You're not camera shy in there, Rocky. No? Also, now and again, I do tend to try and stroke him just to get some sort of human attraction to him. But of course, if there's anything in particular you want to know about Rocky, then by all means, like, in the comments, obviously, yeah, like, let me know what exactly you want to know about it. Anything in particular, like, how often do I feed him? How old he is, or anything you want to know about him. Honestly, I'm more than happy to, like, teach you about him. But other than that, yeah. In regards to tips, and people are going to ask this quite a question in regards to what pet, regards snakes to get first. My advice is get corn snakes. Corn snakes are a lot cheaper to buy, very affordable to upkeep, and they're not exactly what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they're tamed in a sense where they won't strike you as much compared to what a boa would do. Well, obviously, I've actually owned like 7 snakes. I used to own 3 corn snakes. What else I used to own? 2 royal pythons, which Americans call them the bob hyphens. I used to own one milk snake, and I used to own what's the one I used to own? Yeah, I can't remember, what was it? That was a king snake. So yeah, I had a king snake as well. So yeah, basically my corns were Jack, Rose, and Taupe, the Macons, 2 females and 1 male. My royals, they were Angel and can't remember the other snake's name. Chocolate was my my so-called, you know, God, I can't remember what it's called now. King snake, for fuck's sake. Yeah, king snake, that's what it was. And I was like, it worked out, it was too expensive, so I had to get rid of them all. And this is why now I'm just basically left with one snake, which obviously one snake is all I can really afford up to now. That one snake, everyone, is basically Rocky, the boa constrictor. But yeah, I just might as well shoot off in case it decides to constrict me, or tries to bite me even. Bye everyone.